So the following property investigation was conducted in Polk County, Texas, in July 13th this year, 2022. It was very hot, very humid. We felt every bit of that. This area is very active, and it also warrants another investigation here in the wintertime where we can do an overnighter or two. As you'll notice when we first start out in this video, I'm panning around to the forest line quite a bit because I got this overwhelming feeling of something just sitting back there and watching us. And as you watch further into the investigation, you might see some evidence as to why I felt that. This is considered Livingston out here?
Polk.
Polk, okay. All right, out here in Polk, it is, what is this, July 13th?
713.
Feels like it's about 105 right now, but
It is 713. Yeah.
713? All right. Matthew, I'm out here with Matthew. You don't care? Okay. And they have activity that started up, you said about 4 weeks ago. And we're out here investigating, trying to figure out what's going on, why they're here, and all that good stuff, and get some evidence.
That was yesterday.
Where at?
When we were looking past my sister's, it was squatting down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's right past Lisa's yesterday.
I went over there, that's where I put the recorder.
It's from a video.
It's
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Because it was evening.
And that's not the only thing you got to contend with. You got humidity. It may not show up in your eyesight, but it shows up on your camera.
Yeah, see, he's squatting behind. It's a brush area. He thinks he's hiding.
You saw
And there's
that
another
yesterday.
one standing back there. That's crazy. That was yesterday.
Recorder out, the one that.
And the creek that runs close to here is Menard Creek, right?
Okay.
And the Big Sandy is south, or no, it's west of here.
13 miles.
And this is yesterday. This is this morning.
That one's in the tree.
It's so
Way
hard
up
for you
there.
to see.
Where was this at?
On the road now?
On the road?
Oh, here's the road. Yeah. You can see the hair.
Oh, yeah. They blend in well.
Yes, they do, to the pine straw and everything.
So what was the first thing that happened that y'all noticed?
The footprint.
The footprint? Which was back here?
No, it was at my cousin's
Oh,
house.
that's your cousin's. Is that the picture you showed me?
But I'm standing here videoing it.
16 inches, 4 inches
And
wide.
Yeah, that's a
you
good
can see
print
his
too.
arm over the.
I didn't cast it. I feel bad.
That's alright, got a picture of it. So.
I had
You see a
where the
head?
stride was too.
That's his
Yeah.
arm.
And I found 8 more tracks 3 days later.
So that's part of him.
And a 10 inch.
Did you happen to measure the
There's
stride?
two. There's one
5
here.
foot.
Oh,
5 foot.
See his head?
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
And then
It was
there's one
booked.
there.
That was this morning?
Yeah.
So that was the first thing that y'all saw was that,
Okay, and then
They
2
take
days
a break, do
later,
they?
we saw him.
the one that
The
possibly
big
made
male.
the print.
No,
And
the
then
big
also
male,
Oh, the
bigger
bigger
one.
one. Okay.
He was kind of investigating this because his computer modem,
It's hard to see there.
it goes
That's frustrating.
blue, green, it flashes the colors.
Mm-hmm.
So that could draw him in. Me and him, we both were in shock at the moment.
Is his computer modem up against the window?
No, he's got a big 2-pane window.
Oh, okay, so you can see that sucker. All right.
And we were sitting there and heard tap, tap, tap. tap,
Lighting
tap,
up like Christmas lights. So you think it was
They
tapping on the window?
windows.
They went
They
tap,
on
tap,
the
tap.
windows.
So you and your cousin saw that
Yes.
adult together at
Yes.
his house?
Yes, he turned red, I turned white. We're like, did we see the same thing? But it was a beautiful color, beautiful.
And he's right next door to this property.
You know where that first
Well,
gate
my
as you
sister,
turned in?
my
That's his
sister's
house.
next door.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that first one. Yeah, when you come down the curve.
And then the second time, I was walking through the woods with his GoPro trying to see what we would get. And I saw the female.
I don't know if you can
saw
see
the what?
this one.
The female, she stopped
Oh,
and
yeah?
went like, stop.
Well, that's the day we
Did
we
you
all went
notice
in the woods.
female anatomy?
Yes, she had the
Okay.
breast and they were not saggy at all.
Oh, they weren't saggy.
No,
She
she
may not
was
have birthed
young.
yet.
You
Okay.
got a story to tell?
Do you mind? Are you okay being on video?
I don't want to be on video.
That's fine. You don't have to. I'll just film towards you so I can catch your voice.
No, it was actually on my birthday.
You said no video, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So on my birthday, I was coming down the road, and there's like that big hill,
Yes.
Well, I stopped on my heel and I looked over because I dropped something and I saw one climbing trees.
Really? Just right next to the side of the road, or?
No, it's like further in the woods to where you can see. And
Okay.
it was a big tree and it started climbing I saw it reach. And then that same day, me and my mom and my brother, we went over there to check it out and we caught it on video climbing down the tree. Like sliding.
Yeah.
There was more than one. There was actually a couple of them that were in the trees. And it was red.
So you've had there's a lot of activity down this road.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the rock hitting me on the head and me seeing the big giant one over there.
So you saw the big giant one down that path over there?
Right here.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. It was standing, so I was walking from my house over here, and where that hole is right there, his head was past that tree limb.
So right through that dark spot right there in the wood line.
And he had stood there, and what caught my eye is his hair glistened in the sun like it had a reflex. Like it had gray streaks in it that reflected. So I looked
It's kind of like it was
over,
refracting light or absorbing
and
light.
then I looked at it, and it was walking away. Like it knew I saw it, and it just naturally walked away. Like it was nothing. And then freaking out because my mom was standing right here and I was down there and she saw me freak out because it was huge, whatever it was.
And when did you get the one that threw the rock in your head?
Oh, that one? Mom, when was the rock in my head?
Last weekend.
Yeah, a week ago.
Yeah, we're just walking back behind this shed here.
It was in these woods over here.
That small little section right there.
No, over here.
Oh, you think it came from that side over there?
Yes, they have little places over there.
Okay.
We went in there because my dog had freaked out, and there's a bunch of little blondes over there.
So there should be tree structures out here.
Oh, there's a lot of pear trees around.
Okay.
That was at the hog pen. Do you see that?
Okay, this will pick it up. It's amazing what their hair does
They're
with the
scary
light
looking.
that's
It's
around them.
real weird.
And this was a bunch
Sure.
of them on the tree line. You can this is over by the garden. There's one here, one there, and one there.
Okay. I don't mean to show this in front of your face.
You're fine.
Who got hit by the rock again?
Me.
It was you.
Yes.
Heard it was pretty hard.
Yes. Oh, this is just half of the video.
Like I didn't feel it till after I got a shower and I had a big gnaw like right
Yeah.
here.
Hit you right
But
there.
it's because I was
You have
shining
it?
my
Or do I need to go
spotlight.
get
No,
it?
I have
How
it.
close do you think the one that threw it was?
We saw it on the video. It was dark where he was. They tend to get right behind
How
us,
far was that?
probably about 20 feet.
It's like from me to that tree right there.
Oh, okay.
You can't go over there.
Is that the video?
Yes, I'm
No,
trying.
that's the tree climbing one. Isn't
Oh,
it?
okay.
This is the one that happened on my birthday, but I'm trying to save it to my phone because it's different on my
Oh, yeah, okay, I gotcha. Plays different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go film this pig real fast, so you got time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, and they're actually crawling under the house at times.
Play around with that volume
As you can see, you can get under there. So 4 weeks, this whole area is known for activity. Activity's been happening, not at this location, but at locations around here for years. But the closest location would have been about 2 years ago that they know of, and now they're at their property. Why entirely, we're not sure yet. Just could just be luck of the draw. There's something around here that's actually an attractant or a curiosity. They are getting into the garden. They are eating the vegetables and the tomatoes. Now, the fence around the garden is electric. And right here This one hit and completely ripped this, but this isn't easy to rip. This stuff doesn't come apart easy at all. Like we're not going to take it and yank it and pull it apart. It's just not going to happen. But when it did break this going through here, they said they did hear it. It let out quite an angry grunt. The dad lives further down that way, and unfortunately he's had a dog that recently just came up missing. That's sad, because if you're like me and the rest of us, we do not want our pets coming up missing. Our dogs are our family. Up the road is the cousin, or the mom's sister. And a lot of activity coming from up there as well. This is one of the spots where they're coming through. It's right through here. As you can see, as thick as it is, they're going to blend in very, very well. The one thing they're not quite sure as to why is they're messing with this pig over here, which I'm going to show you. Now they say this dog here, before we get to the pig, this dog barks a lot. And when they come around, he goes over to his house and he doesn't bark whatsoever. But I have seen him actually bending over this fence line here. Petting this pig, possibly. They haven't killed it. They haven't harmed it in any way. This is probably about a 400 to 500 pound pig, and come to find out, this pig is pregnant. So it's not a wild boar. So we think her being pregnant could have something to do with the fact that they're not messing with her whatsoever. They're also probably very aware that this is a pet. This pet does not present any danger to them whatsoever. They haven't really noticed taking any corn because they see the pig eats it too fast. But they have put out some fresh vegetables out here and some proteins. And they don't know if the pig's eating those or something else. But they don't ever seem to come into the pen, because if they did, there'd be some nice prints. Until the pig walks to the area, then those prints are going to get destroyed. So the main thing tonight is we're going to set up a location with a parabolic mic and just kind of hunker down, wait for it to get dark. It's very hot, it's very humid. But here's Todd Parsons' parabolic mic. This thing is amazing. Todd, say hello to everybody.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
So we're starting off this 2022-2023 season with this first one with a bang.
Sweating like a pig right
Sweating
now.
like a pig.
Yeah, it's definitely not the best weather to be doing this in, but when you get opportunities, we got to take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're hoping to do tonight, is take advantage of it and see what we can catch.
And next month, where are we going?
Colorado, southwest Colorado, in the Canais drainage area. We're going to investigate an area where there's been a rich history of sightings over hundreds of years and see if we can get some evidence there. Got teams from different research groups that are going to be there, so it should be a good...
Nice group effort.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
I can't wait. And hopefully it's a lot cooler if there should be.
Oh, well, you guarantee.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee.
Well, this is one that's
Fast.
Okay, let me get right on it here.
So you can climb down the tree.
Who's that brown that was coming down?
Yeah, this one here. Go back. See, he goes down the tree. Right there.
Oh wow, quick too. He's a hairy one.
Oh yeah.
Very quick. He looked kind of
That's
like
the
a
one
younger
that
one.
I caught climbing the tree on my birthday.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the
And
one
that
I
was
saw
almost 6
8.5.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hey, y'all going straight down that way?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk this line right here while y'all walk that way. See if anything spooks out. I hope that's not pushed over. Let's just screw that way. And you would think you'd hear anything walking through here. Whoa. Holes.
They have a big kind of a bed over there. It's folded over.
Really?
Yeah, and I was just crawled in there just to see what they could see.
I'm like, I wonder about this same thing.
I mean, you
There's a nice trail going back up into all that new growth.
should check that out.
Walking along, they just break them as they walk. Because they're bored. Yeah, bored or marking something, I don't know. Yeah. Well, they use the pine trees and
There's a hole there. And you just put them.
y'all looking at this from here? Is that what y'all looking at?
Chain tripped in that.
Perfect trip.
laying out over there. You see it?
Are you looking at the same thing I'm looking at?
Yeah. Right here.
It's a nice trail that heads off into that new growth over there. Right over here. It heads into that new growth.
Is this all that timber company back this way? Yeah, all this is timber company. You see how like well made that is? Wow. Yeah, this is what we just saw over there. It's bent over there. Yeah, that's where my sister got a rock thrown at her.
I like how these are bent over and broken.
Is that a burnt stump or?
Where?
Right there. They haven't burnt here in a while.
Yeah, that's a burnt one. Alright, so this is a good spot for viewing the house.
So there's a heat signature on this spot.
How we doing?
Yeah, that's where we spotted him laying.
I was just kidding until I turned it on.
Yeah.
I mean,
spotted him
it
there.
reminds me of sitting on your
I mean,
butt
that's real hot there.
and shifting around.
That's
It's
a
hot
burnt-
right now.
that's a burnt
There's heat coming off of that spot.
footprint.
Record this hot spot here. This is a hot spot where it looks like something was sitting right here.
Okay, this is the thermal image of the spot that we're referring to with the hot spot. Looks like there was a butt print there. Now, of course, there's no way for us to know 100% for sure this was Sasquatch. Could have been any animal that scooted out of there once we started coming into the woods. But I find it real convenient for this to be right across the dirt road from their property, and also where rocks tend to fly through.
He could have been. He could
The
have
house is right through there.
I mean, he
It's
was.
still hot. Yeah, it's kind of hot there.
I mean, he was just sitting here.
We could have just literally walked past him.
If you look about it, look at the crawl. It looks like he crawled through
Looks
here.
like a
all
nice big
natural
butt
the
print.
way. So he could have been sitting here
Another
while
one
we were
there.
walking. You know that?
Another one over there.
I forgot to record. I need to record that.
Did you? Yeah, record that definitely.
Hey, Dad, if you look up. Come on, Rick. If you look, that tree's wore out. Look at the tremendous bit.
It's a nice hide and seek spot. This is perfect for viewing the house.
Sitting right here. In the blind. Am I looking for it? Look at the tree.
It's another nice little butt spot right
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
there.
We spotted him here. This is when the thing happened. It's a perfect kill, so if you got a thermal hole from the road, you can pick up there. Right on the house.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is where she got hit by a rock.
It is.
Is it? Oh,
Right through these trees. Probably watching this over the stuff. Oh, he probably was. Guarantee it. I didn't come through here, by the way. I didn't say. We may have done something. Crawled off when we
well,
went over there.
this doesn't look like an animal except for right here. Yep, it's an animal.
Armadillo.
Right here.
No, it's not that hard. It's right. Just right. I've got like just right.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for holding the road down for us.
When you were patrolling?
Driving up and down the road, you see that?
No.
All right, you can talk now.
So the red one that I saw, that me and my cousin saw, the red one, the hair flowed like a bear. It wasn't long. It wasn't. It was thick, but it was a reddish orange, just like a scarlet. And the arms were about every bit a foot in diameter, every bit of it. The chest was from each shoulder to shoulder, 4 foot. The chest and the back, you could see the muscles move in the back as it walked away. But his head was so tall you couldn't see it in the window.
Wow. So you saw this right through the window.
Right through the window. I put that spotlight on it, and this thing was just massive. Okay, that was the second one.
Well, when was that one?
Oh, a week before I saw the female. So that'd be the first week.
I mean, 4 weeks ago?
Yes. First week. second week, I was walking through the woods, working on my cousin's GoPro, trying to get it to record. Wouldn't record crap, but just spam pictures. And I walked up, and my camera went out. I looked up, and it was a female. She was the same Scarlet, but shorter, like 8.5. Her face was like ridiculously female monkey.
Really?
In the hair, you can see the hair go around. It didn't come in like the male did. And it was just...
So she had more facial skin visible, you
Yes,
think?
more facial skin like a howler monkey.
Okay.
So, and she had something on her back. I think it was a baby. But the way her hair flowed, it was more like, matted and curly and, like...
What was she doing?
I think she was just walking around, just like I surprised her.
I mean, when you saw her, she just stood there and looked at you?
Yeah.
She tried to keep real
She
still?
just got her hands and went like that. Stop.
Oh, well, yeah, you told me that.
She didn't want me to come any further. Because I guarantee you that big male was around.
Yeah, that's why she's probably trying to protect you from that big male.
Yeah, and she was standing there, and her breast, they were all the way around her breast, the nipple area was bald,
Oh, yeah?
bluish gray skin.
This was owned by your cousins as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I was going to walk you, but
Yeah.
and so the bluish gray nipples, and her feet, the hair on top of the feet covered the toes and everything, kind of like shoes. And her knees, they were completely covered, but she had that shaggy, ugly, curly hair, like matted, ugly hair.
Like she was natural curly.
What is her facial expression when she's looking at you?
She just, she was just plain. She looked like she was quiet, and she had that straight face.
Like no expression?
Yeah, no expression, and just went like that.
Like, and when she did it, was it like she was trying to be nonchalant, like not be very noticeable when she did that?
Yes, like something couldn't see her.
Man, that's interesting.
It's not the first time I've heard stories
Me
about them
neither.
putting their hands up. So.
She went like,
And it's not the first time I've heard of a female trying to keep a human away from the male, coming too close to the male.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And I saw, there was one report out of a lady that walked up a whole family, and that male was going to charge that. I don't know what you're going to do to that lady, but the female was chewing the male out, like, leave her alone.
4 weeks later, on the 4th week.
This would have been recent because this is July 13th.
Yes.
So it's
Actually, I've seen 4 of them, so let me do this. Okay, so we were driving down doing regular patrol. My cousin was shining light. We got a glimpse of a burgundy colored hair. We backed up, and there he stood. Red eyes, bluish gray, like solid black face kinda, but his hairline came up to the cheeks. And he was just covered. His chest was huge, like you can see the muscles. His arm, when he turned, he moved so easy, like he wanted you to know he ain't scared.
Yeah.
He just moved. And he was such a pretty burgundy, like I've never seen a Bigfoot that color. Well, I shouldn't have. But it was like, like the new Chevrolets with that burgundy color. And,
it's interesting because you hear a lot of encounters where you encounter an adult male or something like that, and they don't run away.
No, this is an adult
walk
male,
away.
huge male,
Yeah,
walked
they just
away.
walk.
And so I was like, me and my cousin were like, did we just see what we see? His face turned red, my face turned white. I'm like, are you serious? Again. And we're like, this is they want to show us. There's some reason the males want to let us know that they're around.
Yeah, and I think the males don't want to. I think they walk up because they don't want to look like they're scared of you.
Yeah.
I think it's an intimidation thing, and they want to,
make sure they're aware.
I think it works. I mean, who goes chasing after them?
Yes.
I mean, how tall are the males, you think?
10, easy, both of them. Easy, no problem. Well, the burgundy one was probably 9.5, but that big orange one, 10.
That's tall.
10 easily. And then the 2 nights ago, I was like 2 a.m. I'm like, all right, I'm calling it a night. I rolled in. I'm like, I'm going to scare these things. I hit 55 in my Jeep and hit the brakes and slung it in my aunt's yard. He stood right there by her freaking porch. The color of his hair, it was like a bear, like a bug color, like a bear layered hair. But it was a grayish black. Okay, so the gray covered the black.
Okay.
This was a much older one.
It's like a salt and pepper.
Yeah. It was a much older Bigfoot. You can tell by the way it walked because it had a little limp to it.
Yeah.
And it's just the way the color layered. It's like it turned gray. And he just turned. Within 2 steps, he was on all fours and gone in 10 seconds.
You saw him move on all fours, right?
Yeah, you know where that tree's messed up at my aunt's? That's where I think he went.
At any time during any one of those sightings, did y'all have enough light on something or one
Yes.
of them to see eye color or teeth?
No, his eye, their eyes. Okay, so the burgundy one had red eyes. Okay.
You're talking about glowing eyes? Or,
Yeah, glowing red eyes.
Or reflective eyes?
Reflective red eye, glowing kind of. Whenever we took,
Reflecting off headlights or reflecting off lights? Or
we shined it on his chest, and his eyes were glowing red.
Okay, but when you took the light away, did they still glow?
No, he turned away at that time.
Oh, okay, so you don't know. Okay, that's curious.
So, and the white ones, oh my God, the white eyes are the creepy ones. You know, you're getting stared at. It looks like a freaking alien looking at you.
You didn't see any black?
Do you notice the white? The white getting brighter and dimmer?
Yes. Whenever they stare at you, they go solid bright and then they go dark.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're signaling other Bigfoots, let them know that we're around, or I don't know. But I've seen 4 of them so far, and let's just say I can't forget them. That's why I can't sleep at night, because I know they're out there.
So just about every time, except for twice you were in a car and twice you were in the house looking out?
Mm-hmm. Well, not in the house. I was walking through the woods the second time.
Oh, okay.
The first time I was in the house.
And at no time did they make any kind of vocals. They just walked
No,
away.
they just walked off. And then the other night, I was laying in my bedroom talking to one of my friends. 11:30 p.m. Tree snapped right there in that garden. Slam. And I also got recordings of the tree snaps.
Yeah.
Of what?
Trees
Oh.
slaps. I got 2 different types. I got the ones when I was patrolling, and then I got the ones to last night.
You don't get nervous coming out here by yourself at night?
Shoot, no, they ain't gonna do nothing to me. I'll do something to them.
If they were going to do something to you, they already would have.
Yeah, there's too many of them not to do anything.
I agree.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't think these things are aggressive unless you make them aggressive. You go in their territory, you mess with them, then yes. But if you're just doing your own thing, I don't like them watching me, but
And
I'll deal
don't
with
get
it.
near one of their kids. I mean, usually when you do that, you're going to do it unexpectedly, obviously. But
Yes.
they're going to give you a
I
warning.
do believe they're opportunists, though, and I think they're intelligent enough to know that it would not be good for them to hurt a human in a lot of scenarios.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. I mean, if you're up, say, somewhere in Canada in the middle of nowhere, 100 miles from anything, we get dropped off by a chopper and run into one, who knows what they would do.
But I don't think these things are aggressive.
Joseph's on the parabolic.
I've been up to close to one, 30 feet. I mean, she didn't seem aggressive. She just wanted me to leave.
Right.
I mean, if I wanted to, I could have gave her a candy cane and walked off. I don't think these things are hurting, but I don't like them growling at my family. I do not.
Well, and like I said, when she told you to stop, who knows how it could have progressed if you kept going. Especially had a baby on that back.
She did have a baby on the back.
Huh?
She did have a baby on the back.
That's what I mean, especially if she had a baby on the back.
But that's all I've seen so far. I got so much evidence to back up the theories.
Hearing anything? You can't even hear us, can you?
Apparently not.
So how many times? If I see something and y'all don't, I don't know what I'm going to do.
So something just hit the house over there.
I just got to be the fastest one.
Got thrown over here, but
I'm the fastest one currently. I got a Jeep.
no trees directly above the house. Alright, so here pretty soon we'll be
25,000 hertz.
break it up and go in separate ways out here and see what happens.
Okay, so right before splitting up here, we all did hear a nice vocal. It sounded like a whoop, and a tree knock that came from north of the property. North of the property is a pipeline, which, as we all know, is another big highway for Sasquatch. Unfortunately, the parabolic mic was not pointed in that direction, nor was a recorder set at the pipeline at this time. So that's bad luck on our part, and better luck next time.
Hearing anything on that mic?
Come again?
Are you hearing anything?
Negative.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got something creeping through the woods, but it's making very subtle movements. And it's so subtle I can't tell if it's coming from the left or the right.
10-4, is that down? Are you on the other side of the ants house?
Yeah, I'm about 50 yards past that. Thinking about doing a vocal here in a few minutes. I'll let you know if I do.
10-4.
Bad thing is, everything gives off heat, so unless it's moving, I'm not going to see it.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm just going to kind of walk up and down the road, whistling, and see if it draws anything.
10-4. I think I'm picking up walking on the parabolic across the street.
Across the street from the house.
10-4.
Alright, so I'll slowly walk up that way. And I'm just kind of whistling to see if I can draw it to me.
10-4.
If you notice the walking getting further away from you, which means it's coming my way, let me know.
So at this point, it had been about an hour. I did continue to whistle up and down the street. Didn't receive any activity. All the walking that we could hear stopped. Very hard to catch anything on thermal due to everything being hot. So they were almost deemed useless unless something was going to walk or run in front of it or any kind of movement like that. No more vocals were heard. But on my walk, I did discover some possible footprints that led into an area where one of the family members has had an encounter. So I found that to be quite interesting.
It's
Kind of hard to see.
How about that?
I don't know.
Does that work?
There's the first print, which is going to be,
That's an 18-inch.
this is going to be a right here.
Yep.
And then to go up here,
Yeah, that's a.
I can't even do that hardly.
I wonder if I could.
Ouch.
So we probably have the same.
Ooh, I'm stretching those groans.
I have a long torso, so it's not long legs.
You can still see the toes a little bit in there. Yeah, that's got to be at least
5 foot.
Yeah, 5 foot strides. So, and that's uphill. So.
Let me go up here.
See that?
Oh yeah.
Look at the tree. He pushed the tree over on purpose. I put my recorder right here. And I found it over here.
Oh really?
You want to see something weird? Look how that tree's propped.
Oh wow, look at these, dude. Look at the ground. Look at
He lays right there. Yeah, look at it lay down.
interesting.
But look at that tree. He's just leaned in between. Look at it.
Well, he's obviously up and about.
Yes, he is. This is where I got the tree knocks. What stick did he use, though?
Usually it's gonna be one they break off of a tree because it's not dead.
All right, so at that point, we were pretty much done for the night after we'd all lost a few gallons of water sweating. Like I said, it was a miserable night due to the heat, but the opportunity arose, so we definitely jumped on it. This investigation will need a part 2, follow-up investigation now that it's wintertime. Recently spoke to one of the family members, and according to him, the activity on the property has increased. So we'll be getting back out there and doing a lot more thorough of investigation, and hopefully spending 1 or 2 nights out there and try to get some a lot more and a lot better evidence for the next video. But once again, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and find us on Facebook. Like the videos and share them. Thank you.